everybody, and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman in charge of Aston Villa, and today we kick off with a local derby against Birmingham. We've played them quite a few times, and this may be the last time for quite a while, with them being towards the bottom end of the table, and us looking to get promoted. There is a possibility they could go down, and we could go up, so, well, let's help them towards that fate, and help us towards our own. Now, last time out, we picked out a pretty decent win, a 2-0, against Huddersfield. We've changed the team slightly, but not too much. Gary Reid has came in on the right-hand side, and that is the only alteration. I just think I want to get him game time, to be honest. He was planned to be my starting right winger, but injuries have just kept him out of the team, and Benon's actually ended up playing more than him. So when he's fit, I'm probably going to feature him and just try and help him develop and get over this little injury trouble he's had, really, because I think he is a good player, and we just need to help him towards it. But, well, let's submit the team. Let's get stuck in. Let's get towards this massive derby game and hopefully pick up a good result as well. They come out with a 4-2-3-1. Only one real player in their team in the right-back position, whereas we've got none in our starting 11 when Doyle Hayes doesn't play, so that's quite nice, actually, really, isn't it? That's quite a development. So, I fully expect you to keep out. No, wait, aggressive. Where's a derby? There's nothing for a derby? Really? Lose our lead in the table? Well, Vidanovic liked it, but no one else did. It's team talks, man. I just can't get them. We've got a throw-in. Luis Gustavo. I can't find anyone. That's a good start, but we do get the ball back. Andrade doing well to get back and claim it. Can we find a chance early on? An early goal in a derby? That could be a killer decision, a killer moment that could decide the game, really. We're working it well, but they are marking us quite nicely. We're struggling to get space, apart from on that right-hand side. And, well, Reid hits the post. They nearly put it into their own net with that clearance, but do manage to get it clear. A great ball in there from Horn. And Reid was so close to knocking it into the back of the net as Dunk takes a free kick. And, well, Daniel Dunk hammers it into the back of the net. We're 1-0 down against our local rivals. That is a really bad way to start this match. I mean, look at that. That's a great strike, but Vidanovic should have done a lot better there. He really should be keeping those out. And, well, they've got it thrown deep in their own half. Can we compete? Can we win this ball? No, they've got it at the minute. They play back to Romeu. We're keeping the pressure on well and making it difficult for him, but they do manage to find an outlet. But, well, the outlet can't do much with it. Just nods it down to Gustavo, and we get the ball, that's always nice to see. And it's a great ball over the top from Roscoe. Flynn's in behind, strikes against the post. It hits the keeper, but is able to collect it, and it's still 1-0 to them. Let's tell them to get creative. Let's have a bit of a yell. And, well, at least it's a highlight-packed derby. That's always nice to see. As Chesnikov flicks over to Gustavo, plays forward to Gonzalez. In the box, strikes, but it's blocked. Chesnikov hits the post, Flynn, and that time it goes in. It took 3 strikes, but finally, Andy Flynn scores again. It's his 16th of the season, his 11th in the league. He's having a very good time of it. I mean, you see here, Gonzalez cuts inside, tries to strike, but it's blocked. Chesnikov tries to strike, but it hits the woodwork. Flynn finally able to get there, beats a defender, beats a keeper, and gets it inside the post. Back at 1-1. We've got a free kick. Luis Gustavo, Andrade, back to Luis Gustavo. That's a ball to the back post. Reid, strike. Oh, it's offside. A great opportunity to take the lead, but Gary Reid just offside. I thought he'd scored on his return, but no. Throwing deep in our own half. Always tentative, but we do manage to keep the ball. Chesnikov back to Roscoe. And hopefully from here we can build out, find a good opportunity. They're giving us a lot of time on the ball, not really putting the pressure on too much at all. And, well, we're able to take advantage of the space that they're giving us. Reid plays inside to Gonzalez, who's in the box, and did that with it. I mean, not the best thing he's done all season, to say the least. Well, it's 1-1, but we've easily been the better team. We've had more shots on target, more possession. Everything's been in our favour, but we've still not got the scoreline. That's the only thing we're missing, really. And, well, let's get aggressive and let's say I'm not happy with your performance. They're all fired up, motivated, which is exactly what we want to see. But what we want to see more than that is the impact it has on the pitch. I want to see some goals. We've got a corner. Gonzalez is going to flick this in. They head clear. They might be trying to get this ball back. No, Reid running into the box, strikes, and there we go. There's Gary Reid's goal on his return. Assisted by Hamad Al-Awad from, well, I don't know how. He must have just flicked it down, but let's have a look again. He puts it into the box. They head clear. And yeah, Al-Awad, they're actually making a great run. Nodding it down to Reid very nicely. That's quite impressive. Fair enough. And Reid with a very good strike into the back of the net, giving us the lead. It's back to 2-1. And we've got the advantage. Do we make any changes to reflect this? Bayliss is having a poor game. I fancy Carl McGee. in a derby. I don't know why, because he's a young player, a local lad. I think he's looking to prove himself, and playing him in a derby is a really good opportunity for him to do that. So, McGee on the ball, plays short to Andrade. Thought he was going to go on a mad run there now that I've mentioned it, but no. Gonzalez flicks into the box, Reed's nods down, McGee slides in, but only can put it out for a goal kick, not into the back of the net, unfortunately. It's a close effort, but not quite there. They've got a free kick. Donkey's going to strike. Unfortunately, that one goes over the bar. Not piling another one into the back of our net, but I don't like to see them having them, if I'm being honest, as well. We've got a throw-in. Alaward takes out to Horn. Come on, let's build out here. Let's have a good opportunity and try and find a third goal. I'd love to just have a more comfortable lead. As the ball forward, not good, but McGee pounces. I've said it before. Happens a lot. But McGee does score. Local lad comes on in a derby and just pokes it into the back of the net. They played well. They just weren't able to control it properly when they went back to their keeper. Beach gets onto it, plays it with a bit too much pace. Bart on it, can't get onto the end of it, and McGee can. Unfortunate for them, but we will take it. Full advantage given to us thanks to a poor bit of defending from them. Well, we're 75 minutes in. We've still got the 3-1 lead. I'm just going to go for a double change. Yastrzemski and Doyle Hayes to come on just for fitness reasons. Let's keep it going. Let's keep going out there, and hopefully, well, we can pick up the victory. Well, there's a throw-in. There's a couple of minutes left to play of added time, but you've got to assume the game is probably ours at this point, as Doyle Hayes strikes just wide there. A lot of curve on that. Very nice, but there's a minute left to play. They've had a player called for offside. And you've got to assume this is going to be the end of the game. We're going to pick up that 3-1 victory against our local rivals, beating them twice this season, doing the double over them. Always a very nice thing, even when you are top of the table. It's one of those little victories that just makes every season a little bit better. And there we are. We have done it. We pick up a 3-1 win. Goals from Flynn, Reed and McGee. Always very nice. So passionate. Well done, lads. We didn't get man of the match again. Am I missing something? We've not had man of the match 2 matches in a row where we've won fairly comfortably. That's bizarre, to be honest. That's really odd, but I don't really mind. We're getting the points on the board, and that's what matters. So, 6 points clear at the top of the table. 6 points from dropping into the out of the automatic spots. I know you said into the relegation zone. Then that would be, well, that's 41 points, not 6. But that is an excellent position to be in, to be honest, and we've still got another game to come today to try to extend that even further. So here we are for game number 2 of today, and there are some changes to the side, although they were not by choice. Hamad Al-Awad has gone out with an injury, a pulled calf, for 5 days to 3 weeks, so he can't feature today. But other than that, the side remains unchanged. We obviously just beat our local rivals. It makes no sense to change anything. So, let's get the team submitted, shall we? And, well, Barnsley, down in the table, but they have been quite good at other points this season, so they are clearly capable of doing something. Just hopefully that's not today against us, and they can keep just underperforming and playing poorly. We're favourites for a reason. 2 players like it. That's good for us lately. Yeah, hopefully Armstrong can impress as well. He started quite well, but recently he's been in poor form, hence why he got dropped. But, well, he's been granted another opportunity here. Maybe he will take it. We've got a throw-in. Horn's going to throw forward, and well, he just throws it straight to them, which isn't ideal, but we do get the ball back. Horn flicks into the box, but headed clear as we reclaim once more. Reed is on it, on the edge of the area, cuts inside and strikes, and Gary Reed scores again. That's 2 in 2 for him now, since his return from his illness. Must have just been missing the football, and now that he's back, he's invigorated. He just wants to score goals, and well, he's doing just that. Assisted by Chesnikov. He's got quite a lot this season, a lot of assists for a deep line playmaker, which is always nice to see, especially considering he spent a sizable period out injured. We've got a throw-in. Gustavo, Andrade, come on, let's find another opportunity. Chesnikov forward to Gonzalez, who's running towards the box, strikes, and it just slips wide. Not on target, unfortunately. Both wingers not able to get goals. Still just Reed. But another opportunity may soon be upon us as Chesnikov flicks out to the right-hand side. Reed finds it and carries it down the line. Flicks into the box. Can Gonzalez get there? No! Flynn was pulled back and we are going to get a penalty. Bayliss will step up to take it. Will he be able to slot it away? And can we double our lead early on into the game? Oh, yes he can. What a strike. It practically broke the net. And was another goal for Mikael Bayliss from the spot. I mean, it feels a bit soft to get a penalty for a pull when we weren't going to get the ball anyway, but I'm not going to complain. It's doubled our lead. Gonzalez with a free kick flicks into the box. It's headed clear and Roscoe's racing back forward for it, and does manage to get the ball. It's cleared to Gonzalez out on the left-hand side, but, well, we strike once more. Chesnikov from the edge of the area, not able to get there, unfortunately. It's just over the line, or just over the bar. I wish it was over the line. That would have been very nice. But another highlight quickly upon us. They can't seem to get the ball forward. It keeps deflecting off of either our players or their own. So far, they've still got the possession of the ball, though, and Knowles is on it, strikes, and it's back to 2-1. That 2-goal lead's been cut short, thanks to Tom Knowles just poking one home. It feels like that was just poorly defended, to be honest. Like, he just broke free past our centre-halves, and no one really tracked the run too well. Roscoe tried, and Armstrong was obviously trying to just hold out for the other men coming, but it didn't really work, and he was just able to poke home. Well, half-time is here, and it's 2-1 to us still. Nothing's happened since their goal. It's been all quiet. Let's just say I'm happy with your performance. Keep it up. They all like it. Yeah, let's keep going. Throwing deep in our own half here as Horn finds Chesnikov. We do seem to have maintained the ball. It's always worrying that you're just gonna give it to the opposition, but we didn't in this scenario. So, well, maybe there's a chance for us to build out as Gonzalez gets it on the left-hand side. He tries for a long ball, but it gets blocked and deflected, and now they're the ones in possession on the attack. Knowles is on it, strikes, and it hits Vodanovic and goes in. Well, Vodanovic not got a strong enough arm to keep the ball out of the net. Tom Knowles bags his second of the game, and more importantly, the scores are back level. Unfortunate, really, the way it started, just from a deflection that happened to end up in front of them, but we got completely burned at the back, and Vodanovic has to do better there. Free kick to them. Thomas knocks across to Cecilia, and this isn't good at all. We need highlights for us, not for them. It's a great block, though, and maybe this time a deflection is going to lead to us having an attack as Flynn plays forward to Bayliss, who's in the box, strikes, but this time their keeper's able to keep it out. He parries it wide for a corner, similar to the goal they just scored, really. From a deflection, we got a chance, but yeah, their keeper able to push it wide. The corner comes to nothing as well, and I think a change may be necessary here. Although I'm not quite sure what. I'm going to go for Doyle Hayes on for Andrade. Just change up that centre. Try and create a few more chances. Well, we've got a highlight. Roscoe forward to Gustavo, as I've told him to get creative, because we need to create things. We need chances. That's not the type of creative I meant, but we did get the ball back. Reed on the ball on the right-hand side. If we can get across in, we might be able to get on the end of it. Gonzalez strikes, and there we go. There's his goal. The wingers combine. Reed to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez scores for his 9th goal of the season. 17th goal contribution of the season as well. He's got 8 assists to his name as well. He's heading towards that double-double, which would be excellent for him to get, really, especially in his first season with us. It's gone very nicely. It's put us back in the driver's seat, back in the lead. Let's keep it going. Throw in for us. Luis Gustavo to Flynn. Back to Gustavo. Come on. Oh, it's another deflected cross, but we weren't able to, well, they weren't able to capitalise on it this time, sorry. And, well, Reed's on it on the right-hand side. Back to Horn. Chesnikov in the centre. He's got Doyle Hayes in front of him, but picks out Gustavo on the left, who flicks it across. Reed nods down, but we can't get there. Chesnikov can't reach it. They clear up, and now it's back to them being on the attack. They flick into the box. Vodanovic saves one, but they still manage to get on the second ball and poke it home. I mean, some of the manner in which these goals are coming are ridiculous, but they have managed to score it, and you can't say much more than that, really. I mean, the fact that we push our fullbacks so far up the pitch has definitely cost us there. As you'll see that Crotty on the right and whoever this was, Thomas on the left, completely unmarked. The centre-backs have dragged out of position to go and mark them, and it led to a relatively easy chance for them, really. The attacks on the counter are gonna do quite well against us, but immediately after kick-off, another highlight. Flynn's in the box, he strikes, and somehow we missed that. Okay, it's a corner. They managed to stick a boot in the way and managed to put it out for a corner. I thought he just struck that well wide, but no, but he might as well have done. The corner comes to absolutely nothing. 73 minutes into the game, Harry Anto's coming on for Flynn. We just need more chances. We need to see more. And I think just changing the strikers is always a good way to get that. Goal kick for them. Sands boots up. And, well, we do manage to win the ball. Reed is on it on the right. Reed on the right. I've only just realised that. But he flicks into the box. And there we go. And we make the change. We change the strikers. And Harry Anto pokes home, assisted by Gary Reed, who's done excellently since coming back from his illness. And, well, Harry Anto bagging a goal for himself, fighting to stay at the club is what I like to see. But it's the lead, which is even better. Back at 4-3. That's a great ball in from Gary Reed there. And Harry Anto just poking it past the keeper. Excellent finish. Back in the driver's seat. I've said that twice this game, I've just realised, but I can't edit it out. It was the end of a sentence. Corner for them. Thomas is going to flick into the box. Knowles nods past our keeper. And no sooner do we take the lead than we throw it away again. We're at 4-4. I mean, I don't know what more I can do. I really don't. I don't want to really take off Bayliss. I think he's one of our best outlets for a goal, but well, I know. Let's bring on McKenna for Gustavo, who's having a shocking game, and try and just change the legs down on this left-hand side. I mean, Vodanovic just kicked it from back to the centre circle against one of our own players, so that's not a great sign. But yeah, they're just able to rise up from the corner and nod it home. It's It's 4-4. Throw into them. Williams is going to take it. Can we win the ball? Well, no, it just falls back to them. I thought that was going straight to Thomas, if I'm going to be honest, but Verdanovic able to snatch it up. That was awful. He just pumped it straight into him. Horn able to nod it down, but only to them once again. But the deflection this time falls to Gonzalez, and we are rushing forward with numbers. Tries to find Reed on the right, and he does so. Tries to put it into the box, but he can't, and now it's them counter-attacking us. From counter-attack to counter-attack, end-to-end football, to say the least. I mean, that was a shot. Verdanovic just punches it miles out for a corner. Jesus. What? That's just crazy. Sorry, I'm losing my mind, but Reed slides in, manages to dispossess, but they still reclaim the ball. We need this ball back. We need to find a chance, and we need to find a way to put ourselves back in the lead. There's 5 minutes left to play. I'm going very attacking. Shout at them. Show some passion. Go. And let's play. Let's find a goal in this added time, but it's just flying by. 94 minutes. We've got a corner. Flick into the box. Bayliss goes up. It's saved by Sands. And we can't find a goal to give us the lead in the dying seconds of the game. They pump up. Well, Horn nods on. Hold on, this is not good. Horn gives it away. Thomas on the ball. We're trying to put the pressure on and win it back, but they play forward. Knowles is on it. Great challenge there from Armstrong. No, Roscoe, actually. Give the credit where it's due. To put it out for a corner and stop a very good chance for them. They flick into the box. We do get clear. And they've still got the ball. We block the cross. And that's going to be full-time, I do believe. I think that's going to be 4-4 at full-time. And it's not a good result by any stretch of the imagination, but what a game. An absolutely mad game. A really fun match from start to finish. I'm not going to lie. It's not over yet. They've put a ball into the box. I've said 4-4. They're still shooting at our goal 40 seconds over the allotted time. They've headed wide. Hang on a second. There we go. It's full-time. 4-4. I mean, ridiculous. We had 4 different goal scorers. They had a hat-trick hero and a single, but frustrating more than anything. I mean, we could have taken that, but a very good game, especially from a neutral's perspective, I suppose. Something's broke with man of the matches, hasn't it? I mean, Gary Reed, oh no, they did have a hat-trick. How many games are we winning lately where we didn't win, did we? How many games are we having good performances in lately where we don't get man of the match? It's ridiculous, but still 5 points clear at the top of the table. Blackburn did manage to pick up a win, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, Blackburn were only on 60 points. It was Derby and Ipswich who were behind us, and they've both dropped points here today. So, yeah, that's not too bad all in all. Obviously, Derby losing to Bolton and Ipswich drawing to Middlesbrough has kept us in a very strong position. 5 points clear at the top of the table, despite a rough draw and an absolute goal fest, but still on the top spot. Well, tomorrow we're not going to get much more difficult teams. We've got 3rd place Ipswich and 2nd place Blackburn. I mean, we've just drew 4-4 to 19th, so that's slightly worrying to say the least. Well, after all those goals, I think it's a good idea to wrap up today's video, but like I said, tomorrow we are on top and we're facing 2nd and 3rd. That is never going to be an easy time, so that will be up at 5:30. Subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. Follow the Discord, join the Discord, follow the Twitter, and check out the FM creators, and have a wonderful night. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and goodbye.